What's going on, guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital, and welcome to the video. In this video, we're talking all about the crazy moves for the silver market and the psychedelic market. As you know, Reddit was talking all about silver yesterday. Reddit's been the talk of the town in the stock market for the past couple days with GameStop, AMC, all those other stocks. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk a little bit about the psychedelic sector as we had a bounce today. It was a red morning. We're moving into the green, hopefully, and hopefully that's it for the selling for now. But anyways, guys, talking about specifically those two sectors, I hope you enjoyed this video. Congrats to all of my gold and silver bulls who stuck in there, hung in there, and just didn't listen to all of the noise and all the stuff that's going on. I'm not saying that gold and silver are the be-all end-all investment, but it's nice to see the sector finally run. Today was a really good day for gold and silver bulls, myself personally, so I'm happy to finally see it, and we'll talk about all that in the video. So let's get straight into it. Last but not least, I will be interviewing JR in about an hour, so I look forward to bringing you guys those updates on the company. We're going to talk about the insider share sale transactions in this interview. That's kind of going to be the theme of it, and then a few other interesting things, so I'm excited to talk about that. And so anyways, let's get straight into the video. And the final thing before we do so is if you guys support me, the channel, and all my videos, there's two quick things. You guys know the drill. The first thing is to explode that like button. It takes just 1 second of your time, and it helps my videos so very much, along with if you are a new viewer, you appreciate updates on all the different sectors that I cover, the new and exciting companies that I talk about via my sponsored content, then kindly cash that subscribe button and ring the market bell for notifications. And let's get Departures Capital to 32,000 subscribers. That'd be awesome, guys. So anyways, let's get into comment of the day. Northern 1865 market down. That's buying opportunities. Stock up on all these because Fed keeps injecting money. Andrew B, I'm hoping this is just a bump in the road. I'm sitting on what I have till the end. I want to win some MindMed merch. Gent 12, who picked up shares of MindMed during the dip? Timothy Grease, I have nothing positive to say about this market. When the selling starts, we'll be ugly just waiting, holding cash, gold, and silver. So we'll see what happens. What happened to MindMed today? Will it bounce back? If so, when? Cheers, man. I wish I had that crystal ball. I've got my Salt Rock lamp, but it hasn't been predicting the future that great recently. I'm just kidding, but I can predict the future. I've stuck to my strategy since this financing, and that simply has been, I've been a buyer of MindMed when it's below 440. Specifically, I'd say a little bit more bullish below 4, and then I've just been riding it out when it goes above 440. So let's hope we can get back above 440. MindMed's currently trading for 397, 398 right now. Did have a really nice recovery, and we're finally showing some signs of stability. So we will be taking a look at the sector a little bit later on. Two more quick comments. Niels Cat, I wonder if everyone is selling their stocks to buy GME, BB, AMC, BBY, NOK, and EXPR and cause panic selling by moving equity from one sector to another. I think that was a contributing factor to yesterday's, big sell-off. So last comment of the day goes to Jordan Boxfield. Fortuna taking off like a rocket this morning. That's what I like to see, man, and I'm super happy about that. So let's see what's going on Wall Street. And of course, we got a bounce. It never fails. Like, I'm not saying this is going to always happen, but we got a little bit of a correction, and then bam. Wall Street is right back up. The S&P is up 2%, NASDAQ up 1.7%, and the Dow's up 1.89%. So tech stocks are actually lagging the other two indices. Wall Street's main indexes rose on Thursday as a reversal of declines in mega-cap technology stocks helped investors look past data which showed another sharp contraction in the U.S. economy, not to mention GameStop plunging, AMC plunging. Apparently, a lot of investors can't buy any more shares. They can strictly just sell. Currently 147. Let's see what's going on for GameStop. GameStop's down 31.2%, so it has somewhat stabilized. It was down like 50% at one point, and I'm going to assume the same thing for AMC. I'm simply just talking about these quickly, and AMC is looking a lot worse than GameStop. It's still below $10 per share. It's down 50%. Crazy times, guys. Now BlackBerry, let's take a look at their stock, down 37.1%. to $15 per share, which is still pretty impressive because it did make it as high as $28 per share today. Holy smokes, that's pretty crazy. Now let's get into all the gold and silver news. See what Kitco's saying. Army of day traders piling into silver as prices rally. Analysts point to $40 and higher. I think the post that ignited this was possibly, and now we got tons of people tweeting this. Brian Cesarchuk tweeted this. We had another girl that I follow on Twitter, She tweeted about this. It's right here. So the biggest short squeeze in the world, silver or SLV, $25 to $1,000, and this comes from Max Kaiser. So silver is probably the most shorted using naked short security / precious metal in the world. So Keith Neumeyer always talks about this, how silver is like a spring-loaded, it's spring-loaded and it's ready to just pop when that happens. And we saw that happen today with shares of First Majestic Silver. We'll take a look at all the silver producers in just 2 seconds. But the crash JP Morgan buy silver campaign of 2010 drove the price from $15 to $50 without Robinhood. Wall Street Bets / Reddit crowd could potentially realize a 15 times short squeeze now at Wall Street Bets. So I don't know what to say, guys. I'm a big believer in silver. I think the market's been manipulated for far, far too long. And if this happens, I wouldn't be sad. Of course, we'd have to, play into the volatility. And sitting on all my silver positions, if they rallied a couple times, 3 times, 5 times, who knows? I'd definitely be taking some profits. There's no doubt about that. But I still think that, silver does have some really great upside. So let's see what they're saying. So silver saw some breakout trading action on Thursday with prices up 5%. March silver futures saw substantial gains this morning. In this morning's trading session, the fundamental behind silver has been solid for some time. The precious metal is even identified as the asset to outperform others in 2021 after lagging the market for many years. So has the time finally come? And this made it to Kitco, like this Reddit post, which is pretty crazy. One doesn't have to look far to find new investor interest in silver. For example, Reddit's Wall Street Bets has a new subreddit titled "The Biggest Short Squeeze in the World: Silver, $25 to $1,000." So this is good news in my opinion, guys. This is the moment that we've been waiting for as precious metal investors. If you really think about it, I've talked about this for the longest time. What happens when retail millennial investor money jumps into the precious metal sector? And this could be the start of it. This is definitely making a big impact in the precious metal sector. And I think it's very unique because, the demographic in the precious metal sector, precious metal investors, it tends to be an older demographic. Obviously, we know this by all the interviews I've done and all the CEO interviews with all the gold companies that we've talked about. They're not guys in their 20s for the most part, with a few companies as an exception. But this is really good signs. Like I personally, I think this is a really good sign. That's been a goal of my channel, and I've said that many times, is I want, I would love to help, the precious metal sector gain traction among the community of millennial investors. So obviously my channel alone can't do that, but this is awesome to see, in my opinion. Fingers crossed it continues. I will say, however, that the millennials, the way things go when it comes to social media and all these trading apps, the rallies in these stocks are crazy, faster than normal, not necessarily sustainable, but millennials tend to be impatient. And a lot of my friends who, I constantly preach, I love silver stocks, I love gold stocks, I love silver stocks. They all get bored, they wait a week, they don't make 100%, and then they leave. And it's just like, you know what? I buy my favorite companies. If they go on sale, I buy some more, balance my portfolio, and I just stick to that strategy. So with that strategy, I hope that I can capitalize on the psychedelic sector. I'm sticking to that strategy. The precious metal sector, I'm sticking to that strategy. And then my one tech play / crypto play is Lightlink. So that's all I got, guys. That's my strategy. Gold and silver ease. Early price losses rally on safe haven demand. So let's see what Jim Wyckoff has to say and whether he mentions, that mention on Reddit. So gold and silver prices are rallying early U.S. trading Thursday, easing modest overnight losses. It appears there is safe haven demand surfacing in the precious metals amid the increased talk and speculation regarding what could happen to short sellers in the U.S. stock market. Hedge fund managers that short sell stocks are spooked and could be buying gold and silver as a hedge against impending losses in their short stock trades. It's about time, guys. I hate to say it. We saw the short sellers circle the green sector back in 2018, 2019. So I don't really have any sympathy at all for the short sellers. And because I know they're going to move into the mushroom space eventually. And I wish them the worst of luck. Sorry, guys. So anyways, guys, let's take a look at the gold and silver stocks. the ones we follow and see how they are performing on the day. So First Majestic Silver was up very substantially. It's lost about half of its gains so far. It's still up 15%. But as we can see here, guys, the stock made it as high as just above $24 per share Canadian. That's obviously not US, but it is nice to see some interest in the sector. But I would love to see the stocks hold on to their gains. We are, however, seeing Gatos Silver, Aftermath Silver, Endeavour Silver, Fortuna, Discovery, Pan American Silver, all up 9 to 15%. So it is, a very good day for the gold and silver sector. Let's take a look at our broader gold and silver watch list. See what else is going on there. We are seeing one stock in the red, and that is Klondike Gold, just a small cap gold producer that I follow. Also Arizona Silver, Defiance Silver, GR Silver, Brixton Metals, all up 7 to 14%. So overall, a pretty good day for the gold and silver sector. So guys, now it's time to talk about our favorite psychedelic stocks, and then we'll take a look at a few other stocks as well. I do want to look at Lightlink Technologies. I also should be doing an interview with the company. I want to get some, words from management, see what's going on there. They announced that recent acquisition letter of intent to acquire a stake in Canada's premier cryptocurrency exchange. So I think that there's money to be made on the volatility of crypto. Like I said, I don't necessarily hold any crypto or necessarily want to hold any crypto, but I do feel like companies that own exchanges can benefit. We saw what happened to Voyager Digital. I want to take another look at that to see how it's doing. See, it's up 23% today. This is crazy. So highly volatile. The crypto sector is highly volatile, but Voyager is a big success story. If we look at the year, it's gone from 52-week lows of 16 cents to 52-week highs of $9.49. Those returns are insane. So hopefully, MindMed can be the next Voyager Digital. I'd be okay with half of those returns. But anyways, we'll see what happens. Now let's take a look at the charts for MindMed. And we did get a dip today. So I was surprised. The markets were green. I was looking at the futures, thinking to myself, oh, finally we're going to get a bounce for this, psychedelic sector. It's been on this another downtrend. And the new psychedelic ETF wasn't able to support prices, wasn't able to, of course, yesterday the market tanked, but today I was kind of frustrated by the sell-off. We got as low as $3.64. But MindMed did make a pretty nice recovery, currently trading for $3.93. I would, prefer it to hold on to those gains and not resume this downtrend, which is what it looks like it's doing. But we'll see where we close at, guys. I would like to see MindMed hold on to $4. I think that would be, really nice and encouraging if we could put in a new floor at, let's say, $4. One thing I will comment on is if we don't move lower for the time being, or even if we trade sideways for the next couple weeks, this dip essentially was a higher low. So, to build out some more history in terms of the technicals, and I think that looks pretty good as long as we don't, have another sell-off to like 330. So we'll see what happens. But we'll see if we get any late day buying in the last 2 hours of trade, but I sure hope that we do. So, but it's hard to say, guys. MindMed looks like it is. MindMed looks like it's pulling back again. So, we'll see if we can hold on to those gains. Let's take a look at the rest of the stocks in the psychedelic sector. Numinous Wellness not really doing much better, down 5.3% to $1.25. This continues to slide. And it's not only MindMed. So that is one thing that, is good. That is one thing that's nice to know is MindMed's not the only stock in the psychedelic sector selling off. We're seeing Cybin in the red too. Let's check in on Field Trip Health and see how they are doing. So they're up 2.25%. Field Trip Health has been outperforming MindMed in a sense. We're trading right around, the same levels though. MindMed's trading for what, $390, I think it is. MindMed's $393, Field Trip Health is $384. So actually MindMed has played catch up. Field Trip was much higher, and then it did roll over a little bit. So one stock though, however, that's substantially in the green, Red Light Holland, showing some tremendous strength, and it's pretty impressive how much strength this stock has been showing. Like, it's been outperforming all the other psychedelic stocks hands down. And then there was one other stock that I wanted to look at on the day in terms of the psychedelics, and that was Modestin Innovation. So they're trading flat today, down 0% at 51 cents. So at 51 cents, actually, Modestin looks like an interesting one to take a look at. What else we got? What else we got for you guys? Let's look at a few of our other favorite growth stocks. So another one I want to look at is actually Else Nutrition, and that is Baby. Let's see what's going on here. It's down 1.75% to $3.36. Baby's declined from 52-week highs of $5, so that one's looking pretty good, getting back on my radar. Tat Lifestyle and Wellness down. Tat Lifestyle and Wellness up 1 cent to $2.64. That's definitely one that I'm looking at. Next Innovations has pulled back again, now to $3, down 7.56% from highs of well over $4. So there's another growth stock that I'm potentially looking at. I want to take a look at Golden Mountain now. Golden Mountain's still trading for $1.30, so this stock has had a pretty nice run up. We started talking about it right out of the gate at their IPO in the 80-cent level. Now we're up to $1.30, so that's doing pretty good. So anyways, guys, overall, that's your market recap. Those are the stocks that I'm looking at. I'll talk about, a few more growth stocks that I'm looking at in today's video on Departure stocks. But I'm excited to get JR's interview out. Stay tuned, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for supporting. Always remember, Departure's capital and Departure's stocks are for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you're making your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. We'll see you guys in our next video.